The trees around us are familiar, but in the world there are plants that no one can imagine exist. Take a look at this ancient stump, which is 3.2 kilometers in diameter. How strange, isn't it? Dear friends, the natural world is always full of interesting things, from extremely diverse animals to unique plants, making us amazed. In 2009, at an abandoned quarry near the town of Cairo, New York, scientists suddenly discovered the remains of an area that existed 385 million years ago. Accordingly, many fossil roots were found, and surprisingly, they were enormous in size, proving that the old trees at that time must have been much taller than today. This further strengthens the theory: the Earth was once inhabited by giant trees, reaching to the blue sky. Images such as these serve as evidence that the Earth was once populated by massive trees and that our current forests are merely the leftover shrubs. As such, the mountains with flat tops are the remains of large tree trunks, cut down by impossibly giant machines. And these jagged mountains are tree trunks broken in some disaster. Be it a nuclear war, or a great firefight, in a civilization in the extremely distant past. On that basis, they estimated that this mountain in Tunisia is most likely the root of an ancient tree with a diameter of 3.2 kilometers, and a height of about 16 kilometers. And the mountains that are shaped like this stump are similar. It seemed to belong to a lost world of the Earth in an ancient time. What do you think about these giant stumps? Leave us a comment to let us know. The girl caught the ancient creature that has existed for more than 200 million years right in her garden. Recently, a woman in China posted a clip recording the image of a strange creature appearing in her garden after a heavy rain. In the video, this woman catches a strange blue-gray creature, quite small in size, only the tip of the finger, but along its body there are many legs. It has 4 antennae on its head. The creature's lower body is a long tail, with 2 pointed sticks. It constantly wiggled its way out of the woman's hand. Watching this, many viewers couldn't help but be curious because it was the first time seeing such a strange creature. Some people even suspect that this is a new, never-before-discovered creature. However, through research, it is known that this is an animal that has existed since ancient times, called the long-tailed tadpole shrimp. Scientific name is Triops longicaudatus, is a freshwater crustacean with an average size from 6 centimeters to 11 centimeters. According to science, it is considered one of the oldest living creatures on this planet, with about 200 million years old. Not only that, it is also a living fossil. After hundreds of millions of years, the shape is almost unchanged. When the Earth's temperature in the Cretaceous period, about 66 million years ago, began to warm up, the great dinosaur had only 2 paths: evolve to adapt to new climatic conditions or die. In the end, they have to choose death. But tadpole shrimp has no problem. Because they are one of the species with the most miraculous breeding strategy. They have the ability to reinforce the eggs so that decades later they can still hatch into offspring. Tadpole shrimp possess both asexual and hermaphroditic reproduction. Their eggs are super hardy, able to withstand any extreme conditions, whether it's hot, freezing or lack of oxygen. By secreting tree hollows, an impermeable sugar, tadpole shrimp keep their eggs safe in the water. If the habitat is favorable and there is water, the eggs will hatch into offspring, continuing the life cycle. Otherwise, they will maintain the state of the egg until the right conditions are met. In the desert, the eggs of tadpole shrimp are likened to an armored device. Even when roasted under the heat of 98 degrees Celsius, they can still withstand up to 16 hours. The familiar 40 to 50 degrees Celsius size does not affect anything. Especially, despite having to wait for 50 years to find a place with enough water, tadpole shrimp eggs are still alive. It is because of this endurance that they defy the hot and dry conditions of the desert, patiently wait until the rain falls, and temporary puddles appear. Newly hatched, shrimp tadpoles are extremely eager to eat. They hunt every smaller creature in sight, at least every day must cram an amount of food equal to 40% of the body weight. Thanks to omnivores and large meals, they grow very quickly. Although they are only 1.8 millimeters long at first, they are 6.4 millimeters after 4 days. In about 2 to 3 weeks, the baby tadpoles have matured, ready to spawn the next generation. Tadpole shrimp don't just live in the desert. Because they are aquatic, they are found in most freshwater habitats from Europe to Asia. One theory exists that suggests that Triops longicaudatus may continue the species' trend of increasing longevity, and that if humans don't destroy its habitat, the species could survive another 500 million years. surprised to discover a mysterious object of unknown origin crashing into the moon, creating a double crater. Recently, NASA released images taken on May 25 by their lunar orbiter, showing the appearance of double craters on the moon's surface. Consists of an eastern crater with a diameter of 59 feet, 18 meters, and a western crater with a diameter of 52.5 feet, 16 meters. This is believed to be the result left when a mysterious cylindrical object was discovered that plunged to the surface of the moon on March 4, 2022 at lightning speed, causing a terrible explosion like a nuclear bomb. But until today, NASA just had the equipment to take close-up shots of the scene of the explosion. This collision made scientists extremely surprised, because it is not clear what this cylindrical object is that has such a powerful destructive power. They theorized that it could be the tail of a used rocket, drifting in space. However, this conjecture is still not very convincing, because normally the front part of the rocket will be heavier because it contains an engine, while the tail only has an empty fuel tank. On the other hand, so far no country with the ability to conquer space has acknowledged, or been blamed for, the rocket collision, making the matter even more mysterious. Based on the above information, some people believe in the conspiracy theory that this object is not from Earth but belongs to a certain alien race, and they are gradually approaching the planets in the solar system, in search of a new place to live. It is known that NASA is also considering conducting research into the special properties of the double craters, in the hope of being able to find out the origin of the mysterious object. The investigation could take years. What do you think about this mysterious object collision? Did it come from a planet beyond Earth? Leave a comment below the video to let us know. Thank you for watching. Recently on TikTok appeared a clip recording the image of a strange creature, with a long body like a giant eel. However, its head is flattened, and its eyes are slit like a weasel. It moves on 4 legs, and its whole body is covered with smooth orange skin, which looks very strange. This animal crawls on the ground slowly without showing any fear of the cameraman's presence. After watching the video, many people were surprised, and together guessed what animal it was. Some people believe that this is a giant eel with legs. It has been suggested that it is an evolving eel, or a mutant mudskipper. And most of the rest confirmed that this was a strange creature that science did not know. However, through our research, we know that this creature is actually a giant salamander, one of the largest salamander species in the world and extremely rare, distributed mainly in China. This creature has a cry that resembles the cry of a baby. Usually this species is black or dark brown, but perhaps this salamander has a pigment mutation that gives it such a distinct orange color. The Chinese giant salamander has an average size of 1.2 meters to 1.8 meters, weighs up to 50 kilograms, and has a very long lifespan. A salamander with a lifespan of up to 200 years has been found in a limestone cave in southwestern China. It is inherently very gentle. Its food is mainly small insects, frogs, or fish. The Chinese giant salamander is said to be very nutritious, has anti-aging effects, and is a specialty in China. Therefore, it is classified as a critically endangered species, in need of protection, due to overexploitation by humans. What a strange and rare creature, isn't it? How do you feel about this creature? Leave us a comment to let us know.